Yes, it is.
Ben, I didn't get the notification. What's that all about?
That's YouTube, they just hate me nowadays.
Good job.
I don't put PSGL 5 in the title this time. I'm not doing the intro when there's two people.
It's one of them, Jack Tyler. Jack Tyler!
People have commented, but I've only got one person watching, so something's gone wrong. But oh well.
Need to give it a few retweets. I'll put it on the F1 Twitter.
Oh, actually, that reminds me. I'll put it on the F5 Twitter.
Might as well.
The unused account.
Oh, Mr. Human Fish has done it already. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
Jesus.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Is ER not A? Whatever Jack's on about.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, don't start that. that was made alive months ago, not now. Still only 2 people. This is fucking dreadful.
Let's not get obsessed about the views like Jack Tyler.
Jack gets 30, so I'm a bit jealous there. I've got 1. Anyway, who isn't jealous of Jack Tyler? Exactly. Have you invited everyone and Joel?
Oh, I'll do that now. I'll do the standings stuff maybe after with them.
Yeah. Fuck, I'll do the intro. There's only 4 people. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to PSGL FP for the finale here at Japan. It is myself after a little break, everyone knows why, and Big C as usual.
Yeah, good evening everyone. It is the title finale, the big one. Tom AJ, Abiodun, and Lickle Blocks Leon. It's going to be exciting. I can't wait. My final stream on F1 2018 with you, Leon. I just can't wait to see what drama is going to unfold this evening here at Suzuka.
It will do. If anyone else hasn't seen it on Twitter, myself and Big C are not continuing FP next season. It is Connor's last F1 2018 stream for PSGL. He may do another league, I doubt it. But for me, F5 if you want to watch, Sunday nights. But yeah, about the title fight, it will be close. There'll be tears, there'll be cheers, and there'll be a winner. I don't know who.
I agree, Leon. And, you know, a man who knows how to win titles on big occasions, but he also knows how to lose them as well. But Aaron, you know, you've won many titles. You know how to get the job done. So how will the likes of Tom and Lickle be feeling right now, you know? What did you used to feel on title finale day?
It would be quite nervy. In fact, I won 2 of my PSGL F1 titles here at Suzuka, both finales, and you know, one thing you've got to do is make sure you qualify well, You keep out of the walls, you race cleanly, make sure you've got a good strategy in mind, and make sure you're ready for every occasion, because around this circuit, you know, there can be changeable conditions and it can really throw your strategy out of the window, so you've got to be adaptable around circuits like this. It is a true driver's circuit, and whoever wins the title tonight will be an absolute true driver, and I wish them all the best.
Yeah, thank you. And Leon, I can come back to you shortly, but Joel, are you there?
I'm here.
And Joel, you know, you were in a title showdown yourself on F1 2017 in FP. You know, how did you feel? Now, what do you remember of that day, of the build-up to the race?
Well, the build-up was a bit strange because I bought a wheel about 3 days before, so I was getting as much laps as I could under the wheel. In hindsight, probably not the best move, but you know, as it was the right decision long term, because I'm now quicker than I was ever going to be in the pad, because I had reached the limit that I could achieve on the pad, and I needed to make the next step. So yeah, it's stressful, but I'm sure these boys will be calm, cool, collected, and yeah, best of luck to them, but just hope for some carnage.
Yeah, early on.
Yeah. I have nothing to say, to be honest. No.
Okay, well, we'll continue then. Aaron, you know, obviously, you know, you're quite good friends with Tom AJ. You've had a lot of good battles with Little and Abingdon this season. Now, do you have any preference, or are you just going to be going out yourself to win? You know, you want to get your name up in lights again, surely.
I've done what I need to do this season. Me and Joel have done extremely well in the constructors and with the cars that we've been given, and you know, to be coming back home with a trophy with Joel as a teammate, whether it's third in constructors or second, you know, I'm happy. In terms of Tom being my good friend, I wouldn't say he's my good friend. I'll say I get along with everybody equally as well. You know, I'm good friends with Little as well. I've got no favourites. I just hope best man wins. Obviously, I think it would be better for the site if Little and Abbey Odom win, since they've not won titles in PSGL, whereas Tom's won one in F5. So, but you know, I've got no favourites, and I will hope I won't be in their way.
Yeah, and Joel, the same question to you. You know, you've had a lot of battles with these guys. You know, do you have a preference, or is it just focusing on the job at hand to end the season on a high?
Well, as it stands, I'm currently in McLaren, so I've not really got much hope to achieve anything. But who I want to win? No, I'll not beat around the bush. I think Tom's been handed, you know, a very fortunate position. I'm not saying, not taking any credit away from him, because he's made the most of arguably the best car choices out of anyone's got. But yeah, I think I agree with Aaron. If Little and Abbey Odom win, it's good for business, I think.
Lovely stuff, and I'm sure we'll catch up with you guys after the race. So good luck, and hopefully you can put on a good show.
Yeah, thank you. I'd just like to say massive thanks to both of you for commentating that this week. You've both done a great job. Thanks for that.
Yeah, thank you, Aaron.
Thank you.
Cheers,
I
Leon.
appreciate it. An inspiration to everyone. Yeah, thank you, Bob.
Bye.
Them two are in positive spirits, or have positive spirits for this race. So I think everyone will.
Leon. And that's what we want. You know, we want an exciting dramatic end. I don't know if Abingdon is yet to arrive on the scene, but I think it'd be a good opportunity to run down the Drivers' Championship very shortly once I get it up.
If Happy doesn't make it, then it makes it. Well, it doesn't make it any easier for Tom, actually.
No. So the championship standings, we only care about the top three. So Abingdon leads the way on 92 points with 3 victories. Tom on 92 also with only 2 victories. We can calculate second places later. But Little Box is 3 points behind on 89 points. So basically it is winner takes all. Whoever wins the title.
Would be interesting if none of them won. If none of them won the race, I meant. Because then we would have to calculate it mid-race, which wouldn't be very fun. But if I was to put a prediction down on who I think will win, if Abbey Odom arrives, I think he will win.
Yeah, well, hopefully Abingdon can make it, but you know, we'll see what happens. And obviously the Constructors' Championship is done and dusted with AMS and Abbey taking the championship crown, the Constructors' Championship crown last week. So, you know, the Suzuka circuit, a legendary circuit, many iconic league racing battles, championship deciders, Ashton Cliffy, certainly one of the most memorable ones in recent years here at Suzuka. Leon, do you have any memories of your own of racing here at Suzuka?
Yes, in fact, it was F3 on F1 2017, I think the second season. I wasn't fighting for the championship, the drivers, but me and Abby Oden, funnily enough, were fighting for the constructors at the finale. And I made a move, I think it was on the start of the final lap, and that move won us the Constructors' Championship. So it was quite a good moment for me with that overtake.
Yeah, and yeah, I've had a few good races over the years. I won my first F1 title actually back in season 9 here at Suzuka, so you know, it's a special place for me. But unfortunately, no, Abby. So it looks to be Tom versus Lickle for the title, Leon.
Yeah, I will point something out. I don't know if people will think this is slight controversy, I don't know. But with the two car selections for both of them, Lickle's been placed in a Sauber and Tom AJ is placed in a Force India. Which I think Force India could be a bit too gifted, I don't know, for Tom.
It's hard to say, but you know, we'll see. But anyway, let's have a look through the chat on YouTube. The likes of QPR Beast, Jtex, Fragglepool, Ushin as well. So you know, lots of names in the chat for this title finale in form of performance. A nice beefy grid, but you know, it's sad that there's no Abbey. But of course, if Tom and Lickle fail to finish, then Abbey will be the champion. So you know, he could still win the title.
It's true, but the odds are beyond impossible, I would probably say.
Yeah, it's hard unlikely unless there's a bit of a killing.
Yes.
Senna, Prost-esque. But at least got dry conditions, but the race could be wet. Obviously, Suzuka, likely for rain.
We do have our trusty weatherman, Warren Hay. He can always tell us whenever he feels like it. Don't want to know though, but knowing him will probably tell us already.
Very true indeed. Hello to Ashbest as well. So yeah, 80 drivers here for the finale, the final FP race on F1 2018. It's come around so quickly, obviously quicker than expected. So
indeed,
yeah.
It's the early release of F1 2019, and I've got a feeling it could be dry because there's a few people selecting the medium tyre. So
a beautiful circuit, you know, the only figure of 8 circuit on the Formula 1 calendar. You know, it's just sensational.
I would say, I don't know, maybe an unpopular opinion, but I think there should be more figure of 8 circuits. They just seem amazing to drive. I don't know, that's just my personal opinion, but I would like to see more.
I agree, and Lordy Boy is in the lobby. I mean, I didn't realise he was even racing tonight. So that's
Neither did I.
Maybe a new addition to the league.
Ashbest is first out like usual, so when he gets round, do you want to do a lap on board? Or
yeah, we might as well.
thank you, Cliffy.
And we're still liaising with the league admin, so I'll just do 1 minute.
Okay. So I'll try and keep everyone distracted. Suzuka is one of the GOAT tracks. I will have to agree with you. I'll have to agree with you there, Mark. It is one of the GOAT circuits. The circuit of dreams, I would call it. Was Ashbest about to start his lap? Are you ready yet?
Yeah, yeah, I am ready, Leon, for this legendary Suzuka circuit. 3.6 miles here at Suzuka, Japan. You know, it's such a beautiful country, beautiful scenery as well. I think the Japanese fans cheering Ashbest on in the Torosso, powered by Honda, into the tricky turn 1 corner. Chuck the car in, feel the G on your neck. Have you been doing your training? Are you up to speed? And Ashbest runs wide, and I'm afraid that's not the line you want to take through this tricky first sector. And I'm going to have to check, is it an invalidation for Richard Ashbest, who won his season 19 title? And no, it's within the limits according to the stewards as he comes through the S-curves, up the hill, the undulation. You can see the oscillation on the tyres. It comes through Degner 1, very tricky gear, 6 runs slightly wide again, but Ashbest blocks up and runs straight wide into the gravel.
Wow. I don't think anyone's ever been down there. Okay, flat
crash there from Ashbest, not using his experience. And that's why I know OBS is so tricky around here, easy to mess up. But I think Tom AJ, Leon, we can watch. Tom AJ will come through Degner 1 now.
Yeah, hopefully he doesn't repeat the same thing, and he doesn't. If you want to continue the remainder of the lap that Ash didn't finish.
So on board with the man who's currently set to win the title, Tom AJ in the Sahara Force India. The final race for the Force India team comes to the tricky hairpin, just after the double right, the Degners. Now on the run down to the infamous spoon curve. Very easy to mess up with these tricky, sticky curves, but just throw you all over the place. But Tom AJ using experience and showing why he's a title contender, Leon. And you know, it's been quite a good exit. And this is where the Force India is going to be so OP, using all that straight line speed. So yeah, Tom AJ is going to be mighty in the races. Track pool sets a 29.5, but yeah, through the infamous 130R for the first time. Tom AJ, the pressure's on. He's nervous. He's shaking in the cockpit through the corner when you can. But yeah, everyone's on pole, but it's going to be Tom AJ. What can he do? Tricky final corner. And it's pole for Tom AJ, 28.8, a good benchmark, but I think it will be beaten comfortably from the end of the section.
Yeah, that was a nice commentary by you, and also quite a nice lap from Tom. But yeah, I agree with you what you said. It will be beaten, and I think maybe, where is he? I was going to say Express, but he's back in the pits. So, no one for now, I don't think will beat him, but somebody will. Is anyone else close to finishing a lap? Or?
I'm just having a little flick.
Oh, Freddie Wilson.
To be honest. Freddie Wilson, that is a shot, but Freddie Wilson in the mix will certainly be dramatic.
Jamie.
In the McLaren.
Jamie's now provisional pole, so lap time is coming down, not by much, but lap time's coming down.
Yeah, that is true. I wish he to deal with something, so 1 minute.
Okay. Greenwood, what? Oh, JP, yes, star of the show, the man who has not scored a point yet this season will end up getting the wooden spoon, no pun intended, since he's about to go for a spoon, but yeah, he will get the wooden spoon, I think, if he doesn't get any points. This is his last chance, easily possible. It's Japan, a notorious circuit for dreams, tears, whatever. He can easily get points if it is raining, but I do doubt it. As he comes through 130R, he's on a set of mediums, the horrible white compound. But as he comes through the final corner, what will it be in his scarlet red Ferrari? It will be a 130.7, and that puts him in 9th.
Yeah, it is, and we've got the JP fan in the chat. We've also got a Joliano Manu and Iran fan also in the chat. What car is Joel in again? Can't see him. Force India for Joel, so that's good to see. He was in the McLaren originally, but yeah, in the Force India for Joliano Manu. But quite an interesting grid. Oh, as Freddie Wilson's left. Which is not what you want to see, is it, Leon?
No, no one likes internet issues. One thing I want to point out is how is Lordy Boy been put in a McLaren?
Well, Lordy Boy shouldn't even be racing, Leon. That's the thing.
Yeah, that is quite true, and we'll leave it to unexplained. Is there anyone else?
Indeed. We'll have a little flick through, Leon.
Dano looks like he's on a lap, but I think he could be the only person.
I think Ashbest hooked up another lap. Gururu's out there. Licklebox is half a second up on his medium tyres. So let's see what Licklebox can do in this Sauber. I did test out the Sauber, and I believe the Sauber is capable of pole position today. I tried it, and I was setting some good times. But yeah, Licklebox on the mediums. There's a 29.7 for Licklebox. So on the mediums, a second off, that man can get a pole.
Yeah, he needs pole, especially for the championship. All he has to do is win, which sounds easy enough. It's not easy, but yeah, only been a second off on the slowest compound tyre makes him a good candidate for pole.
Yeah, definitely. I tried it and I was on for a 28.3, and I think Nichols probably a tenth or two faster than me over one lap, so I think he can certainly smash that benchmark. But at the time, the track will ramp up, sector 1, you know, with more grip, there'll be lots more attempts in there.
Very true. Ash isn't on a lap. AMS is, so we'll go aboard with AMS. Has he got back-to-back constructors now? Did he win it last season?
He won the drivers, so I'm pretty sure he'd win the constructors.
Yeah, so he's got back-to-back constructors titles, which is quite impressive. Not quite the drivers' championship, but I think if you're that far away from the drivers' championship, you wouldn't mind taking the constructors. But as he comes through 130R, don't know his lap time. I don't know if he validated his first one, but he needs to be aiming to beat Ash Best, even though Ash Best hasn't set a lap time. I don't know how slow the Toro Rosso is. But as it comes for the final chicane, will it be anywhere up near Jamie's lap time? It will be 5th with a 29.0.
Yeah, nice and close thus far, which is what we want to see.
Fraggle's on a lap. Anyone else? Frome? No. Yes, he is. Joel's on a lap. So there's a few people.
That's what you want to see. Where's Joel on his lap? Whereabouts on the circuit? Oh,
Joel.
sector 1.
Yeah, Fraggle's next, I believe. Then it is Joel.
Okay. Okay, we'll go on board with Fraggle, I think. See what Fraggle Paul can do in the Renault. Currently P6, 7 seconds off. So I think Fraggle Paul will certainly look to close the gap to the top 5 as Freddie Wilson finally rejoins us, which is what we want to see. We want to see restarts. We want to see genuine weather and genuine worn tyres on lap 1. So yeah, Fraggle Paul through this 130-yard corner, flat out goes on the grass for good measure. Fraggle Paul, very experienced, knows how to exploit the circuit, Leon.
Indeed. And as he comes through the final chicane, what will it be? Will he improve on his lap time? Yes, he does, but doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah, 3 tenths, so a decent lap left from Fraggle. He's an F5 in a Renault. No, it's
F6.
Quite flying throne goes.
Where's Joel?
6.
Joel coming across the line. What will it be?
Oh
wow! He smashed it.
That's what he can do. Given the machinery, if he was in Tom AJ's cars, the title would have been done and dusted by now. Joel Yamano, pole position by half a second. See you later, he says.
Now, will Joel throw a spanner in the works for the championship battle? Because he now probably is a strong candidate for pole and the race win. So, it's probably going to make Tom AJ's and Lickle's job a little bit harder, I think.
Yeah, that is very true indeed. But I think Joel was in a McLaren originally, so I think it's fair that he needs to be in a midfield car. Tom AJ's in a midfield car who's faster than Joel. Yeah, I think it's only fair.
Connor just be corrected. Oshin has said that Fraggle is in F6. You said F5.
Yeah, sorry. They're all the same in my eyes. So yeah, Flying Throne, I think, is about to pit. It says yellow flags out there.
It's Joel.
Giuliano Manu. I'm looking for who else is not.
Tom AJ, I think, as well.
Tom AJ.
Coming through the Degners. Did you say Cliffy was on one? Or
no, sorry, Cliffy. I didn't realise Cliffy was racing. It was Warren Hagues, lost it at 130R. Warren Hague, Leon, he just lost it on entry. I don't know if he left his DRS open for some reason, but yeah, Warren Hague just lost it into 130R. Disaster for Warren Hague.
yeah, I don't know how you can actually lose it into 130R. It's quite an impossible corner to lose it in my eyes, but there you go. I guess we'll get to see the carnage when Tom AJ passes it in a moment.
Oh, sorry, correction from Warren Hague. It was in the S section, actually. The S Benz Leon for Warren Hague. As Lordy boy, you shouldn't even be racing this evening. In the McLaren Renault, goes 7th.
Not a bad lap, quicker than Froome by 1,000th. Here comes Tom AJ. This is also very important. Ooh, a 10th and a half behind Joel. Goes 2nd.
Yeah, So we now wait for Lickle blocks. I don't know why he's circling. He's on medium tyres, but I'm sure. Now he's on soft tyres.
Interesting.
Bugatti goes 9th in the Williams, 8 tenths off. So I think if we see Cliffy out there, Cliffy's definitely a good few cents quicker than Bugatti. So maybe top 5 for Cliffy in the Williams is potentially possible. We get Lickle blocks. Needs to get a lap in. The pressure's on.
Yeah, and start on the softs isn't the best thing because the tyre gap, even though he does look quite impressive, it's still quite large, and on the softs it could maybe get a top 5, but nothing better than that. But what will he do? I think he's paying. Yeah, he is. So that'll be for a set of supers, and then he will properly go for a lap.
Warren Haig leaves every fucking week.
He doesn't leave in F5, funnily enough.
Freddie Wilson, he's pushing. Really pushing. Good first sector from Freddie. Really good first sector.
Pole worthy?
Yeah. I think it is pole worthy from Freddie. Yeah. Fucking hell. Sam's on really coming up properly. So is he actually on a lap? Freddie Wilson.
He is on a lap, yeah.
I don't know what... Yeah, okay, let's see what he can do. They look good. They look really good.
Oh, he's so close.
Decent stuff from Freddie Wilson.
Importantly, he's gone ahead of Tom AJ, so the title fight's dropping down the grid unless Lickle will. I think Lickle's got the potential to blow Joel's time out of the park, but I don't know about Tom AJ. And Jamie retires. Where's he done that? As Freddie Wilson's run out of fuel, and that's it for his qualifying session.
It is indeed, but Freddie Wilson is on the front row. He wants to be in the headlines and he's going to be in the mix. But we've got a 1 run each from everyone. And Lickle blocks. P12 in a minute. The biggest lap of his league racing career, because Suzuka is one of the harder circuits to overtake on. And I'm afraid track position is so important. So tight and so hard to pass.
Indeed. One thing I do want to ask you, Connor, is since you have won 7 titles, what was it like? Did you win your first championship on the finale or not?
No, I won it in the penultimate race, but it was at Japan. So,
what the nerves feeling like when you've got 1 lap to perform, especially for the championship?
Yeah. There's always a lot. To be fair, I can remember my season 15 lap where we were around Abu Dhabi and you had to qualify on the super soft tyres, and to be fair, I remember my legs shaking in the final sector. So, and I knew it's obviously on F1 2016 it was better to qualify on the middle compound, especially around Abu Dhabi. So you only got 1 lap and it's so easy to corner cut. So I remember I was very nervous, but the lap was quite good. But yeah, there was a bit of shaking even when I was going for my 6th title then. So I can imagine it's going to be similar for Lickle on his final lap. Well, you know, perhaps FP is not F1, but a title is a title, nevertheless.
Indeed, I can't really say anything about winning championships and doing well in qualifying because I bottled qualifying when I won the championship, so I can't really say anything. But Lickle is yet to win a championship, so he wants to get 1 on the board.
Yeah, and the championship he could have won, he got disqualified from in the final race due to taking out his good friend Hellboy. So a lot of drama there, and there's for the video streams out there somewhere.
I believe it's on JP's channel if you want to go and watch it.
Yeah, it is indeed. So it's going to be the final runs here at Suzuka, the final qualifying session of this FP Championship, the final race of F1 2018 here in FP. So Lickle blocks, the pressure is on. So we'll keep an eye on ball with him as he starts his lap later on. But I think AMS might be on a lap. So
Lickle is on 1.
Okay, where about? Let's have a look.
He's at the hairpin, but he has got traffic.
Oh, yeah, well, I think we need to right. We have to start ball with him. We have to.
Yeah.
The biggest lap of his league racing career, really, on the nerves. You know, he's going to be shaking. And his good friend Cliffy gets out of the way. And there's a car ahead. There's traffic. It's a Force India.
It's Joel.
Slightly wide. Lickle blocks.
It
Crucial.
looks
and he goes wide again.
It looks really scruffy, I'm not going to lie. Yeah, it's got that Sauber engine, Ferrari engine, which will push up a little bit. Fraggle's gone fourth. I don't know about this lap. It just looks scruffy from what I've seen.
Yeah, he's matching goal. Sorry, he's matching goal in sector 1 and sector 2. Freddie Wilson is in the pit lane. Can Little Blocks take pole position at the finale here at Suzuka? Little Blocks, the title decider.
Yes, he can. Leon. Now it's up to Tom AJ and a few others. Tom AJ's on a lap. He's coming through his spoon curve now.
Yeah,
so we'll see what he can do.
JP would have put him off. Very distracting, to be honest. But let's see. I'm going to check the sector times to see what Tom AJ does. But what a lap from Lickle. The pressure was on, and he delivered. And the car allocations perfect. Thank you. So yeah, Tom AJ. Though it's a poor lap from Tom AJ, it's a poor lap. No green sectors from Tom AJ. But he needs to nail this last sector, because all he needs is a 10th just to gain a place on Freddie Wilson, which will be crucial for Lickle. So yeah, Tom AJ, Leon.
What will it be? No improvement. So he's down in fourth. Joel is on a lap. Fraggle, no. AMS is up by 2/10. Not really, unless he gains a magical 3/10 in the final sector. He's not going to be contending with pole. I don't think there's anyone else. Ash Best. He's down there. He's got traffic. He's got Lordy Boy right in his path. Where's Joel? Joel's coming through Spoon. I think we should stick on board with Joel.
AMS 5th. Good lap. Yeah, Joel's the one torch. We'll check his sector times. But yeah, Joel Manu, one of the most experienced drivers on the grid, set a 32.4 in the first sector, which is 2/10 out on Lickles.
Oh.
Yeah, good middle sector though from Joel, a 10th up on Lickle, so it's going to be very close, and it's about this final chicane. You can take a lot of club. Lickle did not corner cut, but Joel messes up slightly, and yeah, a very compromised line there from Joel, Lianu, Manu, BJ Malia looks on. Can Joel take pole position here at Suzuka?
No, he's half a 10th off. Now he's up to Ash Best, but no, he's done. No, he's finished, and that's it. Dano's not on the lap, so that is it.
That is it indeed, and it is Lickle on pole. He needs to win to take the title, and he's doing everything right so far. And he's got Joel and Freddie Wilson in between him.
Yeah. Thing is, now he needs to make sure he doesn't mess up the start, because he doesn't want Joel to jump him on the start, because that would be crucially important. Because it is, I would say, it's rather hard to overtake around this track. You've got the main straight, and that is virtually it, and maybe through 130R, but that is it. Once the qualifying properly ends, you want to go through the grid, Connor?
Yeah, I will indeed, Leon. Then I'll just get a drink after that because I've run out of my water. So, yeah, but Lickle Blocks, stunning, absolutely stunning at the end. The pressure was on, and he delivered the goods here at the legendary Suzuka circuit for the final race here on F1 2018 with 20 viewers. So that's what we want. So it's Lickle Blocks on pole with a 28.2 for Sauber Alfa Romeo. Force India for Joel, less than a 10th off. Freddie Wilson's third ahead of Tom AJ. AMS 5th ahead of Fraggle Paul and Jamie Iron, only a disappointing 8th in the Haas. Dano is 9th with Flying Foam in 10th. Giroux is 11th with Lordy Boy in 12th. Bugatti 13th, The Bomb, Cliffy, JP, Warren Hague and Ash Best with an abysmal qualifying there, Leon. Couldn't get a lap hooked up down in P18. So yeah, a great lap there from Lickle and a good time to get some refreshments.
Yeah, very good lap there from Lickle, half a 10th from Joel. So it is, he's done half the work. And it is dry for the race, and I've got a feeling it'll be dry for the whole of the race. But this title fight is not over, I do believe. That is very true, Cliffy. It's good that he has got pole. It's what he needs. Now he just needs to win. He doesn't have to win. If Tom AJ weren't to score, he can get 4 points, and he would win the championship. Highly doubtful, but anything can happen. I could have found this could be a mad race. A safety car could throw in the mix. Anything can happen. My mic is breaking up. How about now? Is that better, Callum, or? Right, so as they start the formation lap, we'll check the tyres. Everyone inside the top 10 is obviously on a set of super softs. Everyone outside is on a set of softs. No, it's because I'm wearing something around my neck, which is interfering with my mic. Yeah, everyone is on the soft side of the top 10 except for JP and Warren Haig, who are on a set of mediums. And Liverpool are 2-0 up in the Porto game, if anyone didn't notice by looking at the chat. But since Connor isn't here, I'll keep talking for a little while. Lickle on this formation lap just needs to try and keep the nerves out. Be focused and ready for the start, because the start will be the most crucial start he'll have in his career, as Joel decides to go in front of him, which will probably unfocus him. But yeah, he needs to flush out any nerves, which I have to agree is very difficult. I almost bottled the championship. A few people have bottled the championship. Sorry, Cliffy. So yeah, he doesn't really want to lose a championship when he is this close. He is 27 laps away from winning the championship as it stands. But there is 27 laps for anything to happen. So, you never know. As Connor's back.
It is indeed so. As AMS disqualified.
And Lickle.
A lot of disqualifications, crucial disqualifications actually. Joel and Lickle blocks, maybe Freddie Wilson could be the one leading into turn 1, which certainly will lighten things up. Oh, and there's more disqualifications.
Tom AJ will be the first one, so Tom AJ will get probably the best start. Cold tyres for the front 3. Alright, so as we get ready, top 3 predictions, Connor, quickly.
Yeah, Lickle, Joel, AMS.
Okay, mine will be Lickle, Joel, Tom AJ. Let's get on board with Lickle.
It is indeed, and what do I need to do?
You already know.
The final time.
Yeah, for the final time, the lights are starting. We've got 3, 4, and 5 red lights. And away we go for the Japanese Grand Prix. It's not a very good start from Lickle. Joel's already down the inside. Going into turn 1, and Joel takes the lead. And Tom AJ's already jumped Freddie Wilson, and he's already on the back of Lickle. A poor start from Lickle. He's gone side by side with him now through the S's, but he has to back off. And the front 4 are staying the same. How about the middle to the back, Connor?
Yep, really clean, great driving so far. Lovely start. Oh, it's Aaron spun. Aaron spun. He's round.
Oh.
And there's carnage. Big carnage. Big problems.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, they just look behind.
It was going so well, but yeah, big problems there for the 3-time champion, the F1 champion, and Aaron looks to be out.
Yeah. He collided with Drew and Ash, I believe. No safety car or VSC, which is quite surprising. There's a bit of debris on the track.
Oh
but,
my!
oh well.
Ooh, Lickle nearly hit the back of shoulder there. Very close for Lickle blocks, but yeah, Lickle really does need to win this Grand Prix. 3 points is the gap between the top 2 of the championship.
Yeah, indeed. As it stands, Tom AJ wins the championship, so he needs to get this move done. And Tom AJ doing quite a good thing at the moment, I would say. He's just there in the background. He's just there behind Lickle.
Yeah, and this is where the Force India is going to come alive. This is where the Force India is going to deliver the goods. And look at Tom AJ closing in slowly as there's Lickle on Jordan on the situation. But yeah, Tom AJ is looking to make a move already.
I thought he was actually going to go for it, to be fair. But anyways, they start lap 2, finish lap 1. Joel leads, Lickle in second, and I think Dano's gone off. There was a yellow flag in sector 3.
Bugatti and Dano with a few issues. Big problems.
Looks like Dano.
In the pits.
Oh,
yeah, Dano as well.
Dano has no wing.
I think Aaron might have got no damage out of all that. I don't know.
I've gone on board with him.
But
yeah, he has no damage.
there might be an M plate missing, but
I don't believe. No, he hasn't. I just checked.
okay, well, interesting first up there in the midfield as always, but it is Giuliano Manu leading the way, Lickle box second with Tom AJ sitting in third. As Bugatti is already out for the Grand Prix, the man, but expected.
It indeed was expected. Ooh, Lickle again in the hairpin. Seems to be breaking rather late. I think too late.
Yeah, well, he's one of the best late breakers in the business. But yeah, Suzuka is one of the hardest tracks to overtake on. Not too many opportunities, especially with that DRS. So it'll be interesting to see how it all plays out, because Joel and Tom will be the fastest 2 cars in a straight line out of this leading pack. Well, I guess Freddie Wilson himself, but yeah, fine.
Yeah, now back down the straight into 130R. Joel is getting away from Lickle, so Lickle's struggling in a straight line.
Yeah, the Force India is mighty in a straight line, and yeah, it's all close, and it's what we want to see. You know, the title contenders 2 and 3 with Joel Diana, the man who, you know, he's been so close to winning FD titles in the past. Just, you know, he's going to have a big say in it. But it's Jamie who's the fastest man out on track at the minute in that Red Bull.
Yeah. Connor, what would you do if you were Tom AJ at this present moment in time?
Just sit in. Just sit in. There's no need to make any manoeuvres. Just sit in and wait. Because you're winning the title as it stands. You don't need to force your hand too much at the minute. I'll just sit in.
Very true. Lickle seems to be gaining a lot in that first sector, which just show the Sauber's downforce package compared to the Force India. But yeah, there's
maybe saw, or Lickle's running a bit more of an aggressive setup with the ballast and anti-roll bar to give him that turn in. And in fact, you know, just generally he's got the confidence because he is the highest caliber driver out of these 3 guys in F1. You know, he's got many podiums, so it's no surprise he's more confident in the high-speed corners.
Yeah, it's got a really good exit here, and it is closing on Joel, in fact. Just coming into Joel, clips of grass going into Spoon, but it seems to be fine. Goes a little bit deep, actually. But gets a very good exit out of Spoon. Should be fine for 130R. Now, it would just be the run down into turn 1, which I think Lickle may be close enough to perhaps go for it.
Yeah, well, indeed. Obviously, these 2 battled for the win in Monaco, where Lickle came out worse in that. And to be fair to Freddie Wilson, I did write him off a minute ago, but, you know, he's staying in DRS range of Tom. So, yeah, Freddie Wilson has got the pace.
Indeed. Now, Lickle with DRS, I think he's just too far back. Half a second down the straight? No, nowhere near.
Yeah.
And they say the same. Lickle ran wide slightly.
Yeah, he did indeed. Littlebox struggling a little bit at times on the brakes, but Jolly Yonaman who's got the strength and speed and he's got the experience. But this sector 1 is where Littlebox is just mighty compared to the rest. But yeah, Tom AJ is sitting in as well. This is what we want to see. Doing the right thing is flying Throme with Fraggle bit of contact, Fraggle off into the gravel. Whoa. Aggressive from Throme there as Lordy Boy attacks Cliffy as well. Lots of midfield action going on as well.
Yeah, you've got Cliffy, Lordy Boy and the bomb all in a nice little pack. Throme's just ahead. Oh, Lordy Boy runs wide, loses the back end, but is all good for now. It's a nice little midfield scrap going on here. Cliffy doing quite well. First out of the soft runners on a set of mediums. First soft runner in a Williams. There we go.
Indeed. So yeah, I think Cliffy will be. I don't know if he'll be one to watch because he'll probably have to do softs, mediums rather than softs, super softs. But we'll see how that plays out. But yeah, Littlebox very close to Joel, but Joel has the strength of speed as anyone points out. You can see Joel's not got the downforce Lickle has. So it's going to be very hard for Lickle to overtake Joel Yonaman, especially with Joel's experience and talent when it comes to defensive manoeuvres.
Yeah, I think once Lickle does get past Joel, it will be easy for him to get away. But for now, he's 3.5 tenths back. I still don't think he's close enough.
No, he's not really closing in, is he?
No.
Not too much.
The game's, yeah, just less than a tenth down that straight, so it shows Joel is running some low downforce.
He is indeed. The Force India's renowned for being slippery in a straight line, obviously.
Oh, Cliffy!
Obviously, back in 2009.
Cliffy and Throne, they're just about to go side by side, but Throne does pull ahead. Nice little midfield scrap. How long do the super soft tyres last? I'm not too sure.
And honestly, I have no idea because, I mean, I only did this track before the patch, and I only could do probably about 4 laps on the super soft, so I'm not quite sure. But I'm looking around lap 8, lap 9, I'd say. But I'm sure someone in the chat who plays the game every day could tell me the actual answer.
Probably. Yeah, we'll keep on board with this midfield scrap. AMS is pretty much being caught by Frome, so I think AMS might get pulled into this. But I'm going to go back on board with Lickle, seemingly as he's 3 attempts behind Joel.
Yeah, Tom's just beginning to drop off slightly, but you know he's in the RS range, he's in the slipstream, you know he's got he's already just managing the car, so yeah, Tom AJ is in a good position still. He knows he's winning the title as it stands, and he just needs to hope that Lickle loses his head against Joel and picks up the pieces, so to speak.
Yeah, and he knows if Lickle gets past Joel, he'll need to pounce on Joel in that first sector straight after, but yeah, it's incredibly tough for Lickle. He's not really gaining. It's the first sector, but you can't really go for a move anywhere in the first sector, so...
No, you certainly cannot. But, you know, just 8 tenths between the top guys, so it's a bit closer to the midfield, but yeah, Frome can't get past Cliffy for P7 to turn 1.
Cliffy's actually made the move down for him. I didn't actually see it, but I know Cliffy was behind.
The final chicane on Cliffy.
There is at least one advantage off the Williams.
Yeah, quick in a straight line. So yeah, Cliffy certainly could get some big points still today.
Tom AJ's made some slight errors and he's almost dropped out of DRS. Lickle got very close at the hairpin.
Lickle Box looks the faster package at the minute, and you know we're coming up to the pit stop window very shortly, so it's going to be all to play for. And obviously Joel and Tom cannot pit on the same lap, while Lickle can pit when he wants. Yeah,
I wonder who will get priority out of both the Force Indies.
Yeah, Lickle looks quite close, closer than he's ever been. I feel down into 130 on lap 6 of 27, but Joel Manu in a straight line just has too much in the tank, too much juices from that Mercedes power unit.
And to be fair, Lickle is in rich or high, whatever it is, ERS, and Joel was only in medium, and Joel was still pulling away. So it shows Joel's ridiculous straight line speed, which is keeping him ahead quite comfortably.
Yeah, AMS pits. So Cliffy got ahead of him. Cliffy doing a very good job in that Williams up to P6, and will begin to chase down Freddie and Jamie. I think Cliffy will be looking for a P4 this evening. That's all I'm going to go Cliffy for P4.
Lordy. Oh, that was interesting. Went on the grass into turn 1, tried getting past Frome. 2 McLarens going at it, but Frome defends nicely. But Frome is on a set of super softs and they'll be starting to wear out in a lap or 2.
It will indeed, but it's the status quo in between the top 3, Jordan Manu, Littlebox and Tom AJ, with Tom taking the FP crown as it stands, but Joel just looks a little bit slower than Littlebox at the minute, but has the power and straight on speed to defend the position. But yeah, Littlebox looks the faster with the 2. There's a bit of contact.
Oh, wow. Lickle got a bit too close, I would say. Tom AJ is just within a second. Lickle looks closer than ever. He can't go for it though. Joel defends the inside line into Spoo, which is going to compromise him on the exit. Now this is Lickle's best chance. He puts the power down slightly too early. And Joel's just pulling away again.
Yeah, the straight on speed of the Force Indy is mighty, but Littlebox looks the faster of the 2. But you can't do anything stupid. We've got 20 laps, and Joel loses it slightly.
Oh, good save.
He was, but he's going to have to. He's compromised through the chicane, through the Casio triangle, and he decides to pit as Littlebox stays out, and Tom will have to start as well. So it's hammer time.
Oh, Joel's pit. Oh, no.
Disaster for Joel Manu. He got one in practice with me, and he's got one again in this session. So Joel Manu, disaster there for the Northern Irishman, as Tom AJ's only 4 cents off Lickle.
Yeah. Lickle seems to be struggling. Oh, so does Tom AJ, to be fair. They both seem to be struggling on the back end, so maybe the super softs are already going.
Yeah, I think they are indeed, as Joel thankfully comes out ahead of the weapon that is JP Greenwood. So yeah, P9 for Joel Manu. But interesting enough, Aaron and Warren, hey, when Lickle and Tom pit, they'll be in the mix with the likes of Warren and Aaron. But obviously the medium tyres aren't up to temperature, but Joel will have the advantage when Tom and Lickle are trying to get the tyres up to temperature. So it's going to be interesting to see how it all plays out. But yeah, Joel Manu will have track position probably, but have 5 seconds added to his race time.
Indeed. Now, what the interesting thing I'm going to say here is we know Aaron is going to come out, will be ahead. Oh no, but Aaron will pit, so it won't really matter because he'll let Joel through.
No. I think Aaron's aware of the situation. You know, he's a very intelligent man, is Aaron F1, and I think he'll set another lap.
Yeah, I wonder if Lickle and Tom AJ will pit.
I'll be surprised if they don't. I think they have to.
No, they stay out.
But it's interesting. Tom's very comfortable at the minute. I think Tom's just sitting in, and look at that trainer speed. He's just closing in number 2 of the
And Lickle was in overtake. So
yeah, so it's all to play for, and Tom looks to be getting quicker and quicker. You know, he's been biding his time, and Tom AJ is doing a great job, in my opinion. A very solid drive so far.
perhaps the nerves are starting to kick in with Lickle.
Maybe so. And Aaron does it. Does Aaron pit? Yeah, Aaron does indeed
does.
pit. So yeah, I think that's a sensible thing for his own race. He didn't want to get the spotlight on him, perhaps. But yeah, Joel was taking 8 tenths out of the top 2 on this lap alone.
Yellow flag set to 1. Is it Warren Egg? I don't know. There was a yellow flag in set to 1. Oh, that's JP
Warren.
Greenwood down the inside of
I
Warren
think
Egg.
it was Warren. Yeah, it was Warren, I think.
JP up into P7.
So that's good news. I think when the top 2 do pit, they'll feed out just behind Joel and ahead of JP Warren Hayes. So
Yeah, the longer they're on these two are on the super softs, the more time they are losing. But Joel is on a set of mediums, and I think these two are going for the softs.
yeah, well, we'll see who blinks first. Who's going to blink? Will it be Lickle or will it be Tom?
I think they'll both pit at the same time if they were to pit. Oh, it's Tom. Never mind.
Does Tom get it slowed down? He does indeed.
does.
Tom gets it slowed down, unlike Jolie, Arnu, Manu, and can the mechanics get the tyres on quickly?
It's a set of medium. Oh no, it's a set. Yeah, it's a set of mediums.
Yeah, medium. I am surprised Lickle is staying out again. To be honest, I am very surprised.
He's definitely going on the softs. We know that now.
Yeah, that's 100% sure. There's Tom and Shay, and here's Jolie, Arnu, Manu, and there you go. There he goes.
And what's the gap between them two? It was 2 seconds literally. So yeah, Lickle will come up behind Joel.
Yeah, and obviously Tom will have to get his tyres up to temperature, which isn't the easiest thing to do on these set of medium tyres, especially through this first sector. I think he's already lost 2 tenths, so yeah, the gap's going to keep going up and up until Tom can get those tyres up to temperature.
He's actually gained time on Joel in the first sector, so perhaps Joel's struggling.
Perhaps so. Obviously Joel has his 5-second stop go penalty, and he does have a 3-second time penalty as well.
Surely Lickle's tyres have completely died now.
Yeah, but he's still pulling away from Tom. Just then lost 3 tenths there, so yeah, I think the tyres are now up to temperature for Tom. But I think it will be close between the top 2. So Lickle and Tom.
I don't know how long a pit stop is, but the gap's 22.5, so... And Lickle's coming in. This will be surely for a set of softs.
Well, we'll see. Can the Sauber mechanics get the tyres on? We don't want a glitch pit stop, that's for sure.
Yeah.
They look like softs to me.
Yeah, it's softs. Okay, that was a bit of lag on my end, but...
Same. So here's Joel, and here's Tom. There's Lickle, and here's Tom. And Lickle wants to get ahead, it's crucial. It's going to be tight.
Lickle's on cold tyres, so...
But they are cold, soft tyres. This is crucial. Desync them, Tom. But nah, Lickle Rock's struggling, squirming on those cold tyres. Tom AJ has to pounce quickly. Tom has nothing. I mean, Lickle's got more to lose. I mean, if Tom can just get him out of the way now, it's going to be crucial for this race.
Yeah,
Crucial
Tom is
for his
really
title.
close, and if he just sticks with him, then I think through 130R he's going to get him.
That is very true, and Joel is just ahead as well, so I think Joel will be the slowest out of these two. Oh, he definitely will be the slowest out of these two, because it's Tom's catch for him. And obviously Lickle, yeah, Joel is struggling quite badly.
And Lickle's on a set of softs now, so he'll be quicker than Joel anyway. So... it's going to be interesting. I think Tom AJ is a bit too far behind now. I think Lickle's just getting too far away.
Yeah, I think he just had to get those tyres up to temperature, and Nickelbox has to pounce while he's got the rubber on the veteran Giuliano. Giuliano uses overtakers, Nickelbox using overtake as well, but I think this is where we're going to be seeing some battling, some proper juicy battling for the title. This is for the title, Leon, and Nickelbox has to make the move while these tyres are hot and they're juicy. They've got a lot of grip at the moment, it's a brand new, but I don't think it's close enough still.
Yeah, and the DRS, the straight line speed's still going to be the same, so it has to be that first and middle sector where Lickle gains all of his time.
Yeah, but he's going to be mighty in this first sector. He was much faster on the super softs, and I think medium versus softs, Nickelbox is going to absolutely annihilate him in this first sector. But can you overtake in the first sector? No, you can't.
He could possibly overtake at the hairpin. That is his only opportunity, I think, except for the straight.
He is eyeing up Giuliano Manu, but cannot quite get close enough to the Northern Irish when this is for the driver's title, as Tom AJ is watching on.
Oh, Lickle goes slightly wide.
Tom AJ knows that he has to pounce. He has to just get involved. He has to disrupt Nickelbox as Giuliano Manu goes defensive on Tom AJ. Nickelbox goes wide.
Tom AJ! Oh, Lickle came back across Tom AJ. I don't think he knew he was there.
He did not, as Joel goes defensive. Joel is going to be deciding this driver's title single-handedly. You may have a penalty, but he's going to be fighting for pride. I think Joel's got a podium wrapped up as it stands, so he can just enjoy the show, enjoy the occasion, Leon.
Indeed, and I think he'll enjoy the battling also, but as we can already see, Joel's just getting away already. He's getting away again. But Joel hasn't got much ERS left.
No, he doesn't actually.
Oh, he's on wide.
Awful from Joel. Lickle has to pounce. This has to be it. You're not going to get a better chance of getting Giuliano Manu. Lickle has to do it now, Leon.
Yeah, he's got the run, he's got the DRS. Joel's not going to give this up. Lickle's not really in it. All's a slight squeeze from Joel. And Lickle's been forced out wide slightly. Oh, and Joel keeps the position.
He does indeed. So Tom AJ licking his lips at that. Great defending from Joel, not giving an inch, but very fair, very clean. And Nickelbox, he's a very young man, and he cannot lose his head in this situation. But he does need to get the move done soon, while these soft tyres have got the grip.
Yeah, towards the end of the race, they will start to lose grip, so you just need to get away, especially Tom AJ. Joel got too many penalties. Will he go for it again? He's going to look for the inside of the hairpin. He can't get it. He'll have to try around the outside. He's going to look for a good run instead. And just doesn't get it. He's going to have to keep trying. I think he will eventually break through, but it's going to take you some time.
Yeah, it is taking some time. With Joel's got so much experience. I think as Gaming Alan Wonder probably remembers, back in season 18, Joel kept Gamer the best behind for many laps. He was on much fresher tyres, which allowed me to close in. So Joel knows how to defend. And Tom AJ Leon is so close to him. And can we make a move into one there, yeah?
Lickle's having to go defensive, which is actually going to help Joel.
Oh my.
Ooh. Is Lickle going to go for it?
It's heating up. It's heating up.
Lickle's got a really good run on Joel, to be fair.
He has, but Tom AJ also is going to be licking his lips again, Leon. Nickelbox.
Yeah.
Can he make a move around the outside of Giuliano Manu? Looks to go on the inside, go around the outside of turn one. Nickelbox on the outside, Joel on the inside.
And Lickle's got it.
Manu. He has indeed crucial move, and Nickelbox has to make them over of these tyres now, as Joel is out of hers and he's out of juice.
Now it's up to Tom AJ. Yeah. I don't think he'll let. Oh, will he let Tom go?
Joel's struggling. Joel is struggling. He's messed up this first sector a treat.
No, he's not letting Tom through, so that could be a championship deciding factor.
Yeah, I think Joel gave it all he had. He had no airs. He was going to be everything from that Force India, but Nickelbox has escaped the clutches of the vulture. That is Giuliano Manu.
Indeed, and Joel's not even within DRS anymore, so yeah, awful from Joel, I must say. I was going to think Cliffy could do something in this race, but nah, I think he's just, even when he pits for a set of super softs, I think he's just too far behind.
Yeah, but at least it's good tyre data for Monday anyway, so
yeah,
like
it's true.
Anything else going on further down the field? Not really. Tom AJ, I guess, versus Joel. Joel's not really got any air, so I think Tom AJ will be attacking into turn 1 as Joel makes a mess of the chicane again. But Tom also makes a bit of a mess of it as well.
And the Force India driver's not really liking the chicane. This little sets the fastest lap of the race. Tom, I think he's too far behind. Yeah, he is. Unless Joel makes a slight error into turn 1. Oh, he's.
Where's Tom?
They've hit each other. VSC.
Oh!
Oh.
I think that will get removed, so let's not worry. That will get removed.
Yeah, because Joel slowed down for the VSC and then Tom hit him slightly, so yeah.
Yeah, that penalty will be removed, but obviously if Tom has to serve it for an actual safety car, then it won't get removed.
Just notice Joel's got damage.
When did that happen?
I don't know, he's missing a good chunk of his right end plate.
How's Tom's car looking?
Perfectly fine, he's got a full front wing.
Okay, I'm not sure where Joel picked up that damage then. Very strange.
I was going to say, if this lasted long enough, this would help Cliffy, but he's just not close enough. He's only coming through Spoon now, and the DRS has just been re-enabled.
And to be fair, with the incident with Tom, I thought Tom was hit Joel. Right, that's why Joel was sideways, but I'm not too sure.
No, I think the VSC came out and Joel slowed down for the VSC and Tom hit him.
Okay, well, we'll get someone to review that. Maybe Alan Monroe maybe can have a little look at that and give us his professional opinion. But yeah, QBRB says it.
Oh, Cliffy's got to stop go now.
Yeah.
Tom Age is about to get the move there.
Yeah. Joel slow, I think, is going to be done and dusted. Yeah, it doesn't matter. The penalties get removed, so Joel goes defensive. Tom AJ round the outside, perhaps on Juliana Manu. Joel defends.
Oh, he's right. He's left the door open. And Tom doesn't take it. Joel closes the door.
Which is fair enough. As
and AMS has gone.
Oh, AMS. A very strange retirement. I mean, AMS is not really one to retire, so.
Oh, Tom's on the grass. Oh, that was very close.
I mean, AMS has finished every F1 race this season, so. Yeah.
Oh, what is happening to Tom? He's just forgetting how to drive.
Oh, and this, I think AMS is not happy. Have a look. JP, what the fuck? Says Tom, says AMS. So JP Greenwood in the wars against Corrupt. So, but yeah, Liquor Blocks looks to be in the prime position to win this driver style. And I guess Joel got damage from Tom. That's the only explanation I've got.
Indeed, as Cliffy's about to pass Warren Egg here, very comfortably enough into P5, but he has got that stop and go.
Cliffy's got an amazing job, to be honest. He's going to be closing in on these guys and we'll just get a podium. I mean, Lordy Boy, surely he's going to have a pit. Nope, Lordy Boy stays out again.
QPR Beasts, yes, Joel does have damage, because here on board with Tom AJ, as he's actually about to pass Joel, perhaps down the inside, nope. You can see his front wing there, and then, yeah, he's missing a bit. AMS obviously upset with his tiring.
AMS doesn't usually swear, so it's quite interesting to see AMS, a man of his, I don't know, let's say calibre and profession. A professional man is AMS. And we'll see, but Tom AJ has to get it done. He has to, because Liquor Box is getting away, and Lordy is the only one who can stop Liquor Box. Joel goes right on.
Yeah, now they run up to the hairpin. Tom AJ just has to try around the outside. Joel breaks late. Tom's to look for the switch back. He's got a fairly good run, but Joel pulling away.
Yeah, Joel's just got a car that's gone in a straight line.
What?
Joel!
What?
Oh,
where was he going there?
He just lost it out of the spoon curve, so Tom has been released. He's escaped the vulture. as Lordy Boy pits from the lead of the Grand Prix and then he crashes into the pit lane. He nearly does, but
Oh, Joel, it's the back of Tommy G as well, just for good luck.
that's what you want. You love to see it, as the saying goes. But Giuliano Manu using his using all that experience. Look, how quick is Joel in a straight line? Look at it.
Jesus!
That car is set up beautifully. Joel round the outside of Tommy J. Tommy J.
That was
Breaks
close.
so late there. That was close. But yeah, Tommy J. Mighty in a... not Tommy J. Joel is mighty in a straight line. What's going on? And yeah, the damage is there to be seen.
Yeah.
And look at this man though, Cliffy.
Cliffy, I know, I was
P4.
about to say, he's on the back of P3.
Yeah, Cliffy's done amazing. Even I know he does have his penalty, so Tommy J looks to be securing second.
Well, that's just like a late safety car, which I do doubt.
Yeah, so Cliffy down the inside. And Joel just lets him go, so the rightful thing to do. And Cliffy, could he win this race?
No, he's too far behind. Joel isn't giving this up. He's back around the outside of Spoon. But no, I think the super softs compared to the mediums, he knows going to win that one.
Yeah, Cliffy is a wily old fox as a Lordy boy. Oh my god, look, the bomb's off! Oh, the bomb nearly got shoved off there so, by Lordy. Lordy got to P7. Joel's using his airs. Joel's using lots of his airs. Joel
Oh
on him,
my-
no!
Oh, no!
Oh no! Oh goodness, goodness! Oh dear! Oh my! Oh my days! Disaster for Cliffy Leon. What happened there?
I just think Joel pushed his luck.
He did indeed. And Giuliano Manu out of the Grand Prix. What a disaster of a season. A turgid season for Giuliano Manu. And he's out of the Grand Prix. And Harry Warren, the legendary man who launched it. What the fuck?
Oh, he's launched that.
Warren Hagen, Freddie.
Oh, Warren Hagen and Freddie, where are they? P8 and P9, Warren Hagen down the inside. I think he's got that quite comfortably. Yeah, he has.
He does indeed. And Cliffy, he's not going to be a happy man. You know, Cliffy, one of the respected members of the community. And Joel says, I'm so sorry, Cliffy. So yeah, Joel Manu takes the full blame. Oh, Warren Haig's off. Warren Haig's off.
Oh,
Leon.
he is.
I hope you caught that.
I didn't catch it. I just went off board with him, and then he does that.
Yeah, he does indeed. And maybe a late safety car could spice the show up, but the gaps are quite bad. Look at Lordy Boy. P5. He wasn't even meant to be racing, Leon, but he's doing a great job.
Yeah, he has a chance of a podium, to be fair. He's 5 seconds off a podium on a set of super softs. So
That man's not stood on a podium since F1 2015, I'm pretty sure, so I think he's looking, he's searching for that champagne.
22 people watching. Thankfully, we eventually have some good views for FP.
We do indeed for the title finale where Lickle, ILRT_Lickle, everyone, in P1 in the top left, is winning the title as it stands by a single point.
Indeed, unless he does bottle it or does a safety car. Would be interesting.
It would be interesting indeed, because if Tommy J pits, he's a stop-go penalty to serve.
But yeah, this race is kind of getting to a little bit of a dull point. Cliffy and JP are battling.
Yeah, well, let's give him a bit of airtime. Cliffy, job done. Should be, but JP's got DRS. Come on, JP, sling it down.
No,
Doesn't have the confidence.
unfortunate.
That's the cojones, as they say.
And now there's no one else really within the second, which is quite unfortunate, but we have had 20 laps of non-stop action, so we can't really complain.
But you know, this is racing and anything can happen, so Liquid Blocks could easily spin out, get a puncture. You just don't know what could happen. Tom AJ, what can he do? Looks to be on course for P2, he's done everything right.
He's put up as hard of a challenge as he possibly can, I think, but I don't think it's enough. Lordy Boy's closing in for him.
Yeah, he is indeed. And the super soft strategy, looking very good actually.
Yeah, might be using that on Monday.
Yeah, I was obviously before the patch you couldn't really use like super softs or whatever, but the patch certainly has got it back to F1 2017 strategies, and yeah, Kerr, he is on the softs, but he did pick quite late, so I can't see him losing 6 seconds.
No, his tyres will die, but not. I know around this track I've had tyres die on me, but you don't really lose that much time.
Yeah, I couldn't agree any more or any less. So, Ashfest, P9, Dano P10, Cliffy closing in on Dano Leon for the final point.
Yeah, I think he's rightfully been robbed of a P3, a P2. And he'll have to try and salvage P10.
Yeah, Joel pickpocketed Cliffy's podium. Really. So it's a shame that Cliffy, he was driving abusively up until that point. As Tommy J is now beginning to catch Nickel, the lead of the Grand Prix.
Yeah, but I think 6 seconds is just a bit too much to gain. As Cliffy with is an overtake ERS or ERS. Pulls to the outside of Spoon. Is he going to keep his nose in there? No, he doesn't. Dano does well to defend. Now down the back straight, going to switch to Lordy Boy. He tries it around the outside of Frome. Oh, the slight contact. And Lordy Boy's got the move.
Yeah, great move there from Lordy. One of experience. I was on
and
the grid
Cliffy. Sorry, Cliffy just went down the side and takes P10. What were you saying?
Cliffy, I think Dano's going to come back at him. No, Dano's not using DRS.
No. He hasn't got it on my end.
No. So yeah, Cliffy gets it. Oh! He launched that. He definitely launched it.
Harry, what is your opinion on that move?
What a move! If that was Cliffy then, what a move! Oh, Cliffy's launched it. They're all launching it.
Where's Aaron when you need him?
1.9 back as Haig sets the fastest out with the Grand Prix. But I was saying Lordy Boy, the second most experienced driver on the grid behind Aaron. I guess Haig's also in that similar mix as well. Those three very experienced.
Indeed. Harry's just put his launch there.
He has indeed. Are you racing Bubble? So, Flying Throne staying with Lordy Boy, but can't get close enough to repass him. But if Lordy Boy switches off start at the end, perhaps that will be a battle to watch. One person
who's actually done quite well this race is Jamie. Not really been in battles, but found himself in P3 quite comfortably.
Not a bad job from the young Welshman. Obviously joined me for Russia this season in the commentary box, but we could see the young man doing the job. So yeah, Little Box doing all he needs to do to take this FP Championship. The man without a win in F1, the man without a title in PSGL, but tonight looks to be his night.
Indeed, in the CC Brain, yes, that is Lordy Boy in P4, and that is Lordy Boy, yeah, he's racing. Just to answer your question.
Yeah, Lordy Boy might be disqualified from the end result actually, but we'll see what AMS decides to do. He is watching the stream, so I'm sure he can give us a little insight
onto how he ended up on the grid.
Well, I know how he ended up on the grid, but that's a debate.
Yeah, someone invited him.
Behind closed, yes, obviously. Clever cogs.
Thanks.
And yeah, AMS just confirmed that Lordy Boy will be indeed disqualified from this evening's proceedings, which I agree with profusely.
I have nothing to comment on with that, so we'll just swiftly move on.
Yeah, that's what we're on the fence opinions, that's what we want. But yeah, Tommy J cannot quite close in on Lickle, and it looks to be done and dusted unless penalties play a part. What Lickle blocks, 0 warnings still on. How impressive is that? 0 warnings. I know it's not a track where you can pick up lots of warnings, but to get 0, impressive, especially with the Degners in the partnership game.
Yeah, I'd say it is pretty impressive to get no warnings. I know the normal person who doesn't get penalties usually gets maybe 1 or 2. No warnings, I think, is super impressive. You rarely get races where you have no warnings, and for Little, I think it's come at the perfect time. Because he's going to win a championship in 3 laps' time, unless something extraordinary happens.
I couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree any more or any less. So yeah, the only thing stopping Lickle and the title is a puncture, is a mistake, is divine intervention. So what will happen in this final stage of the race? As there's not much else going on, I guess. Erin closing on the bomb could be one to watch from the latter stages.
Lordy apparently did 18 laps on the soft, so Lickle should easily make it to the end unless he's been pushing extra hard, and then he'll be risking puncture, but I think he'll easily make it to the end.
Okay, that was one case being lapped as he pits for another set of tyres.
Aaron's within a second of the bomb.
Not seen too much of Aaron after his first lap tangle with a lot of cars, bit of an orgy going on in the first sector, but
He's done quite well to recover. Yeah.
And obviously, if he overtakes the bomb with Lordy's DSQ, he will get P5, which will be a great result. And obviously, beating Joel Yonomanu in the standings, his under teammates.
Himself and Joel do get runners up, I believe, in the constructors, so not too bad. Obviously, it's not the top step, but it's just below.
It will indeed. So yeah, flying frame as pointed out by AMK, closing in back on Lordy Boy as well. And Jamie is also being closed in, so the battle for third might not be quite done just yet.
Well, yeah, it doesn't really matter though if Lordy Boy passes Jamie. So yeah, just have to wait and see. Lickle's about to start lap 26. The penultimate lap.
Yeah, and Leon, it's been a great season. 14 long weeks commentating with you, but I think that overall it's been a very enjoyable experience. I think we get on well, a lot better now through this, and yeah, it's been a pleasure commentating with you, and good luck with any future commentaries that you decide to do in the future, because you're one of the best. So yeah, thanks for having me.
Thank you, and I couldn't agree any more or any less.
love it, love it. So yeah, Little Blocks looks to be the man.
Oh, Aaron.
Who we? Oh.
I didn't even notice that, but Aaron's made the move.
Oh, he's stunning, Aaron. Absolutely stunning. Take a bow. What a man. What a man. What a man. What a legend.
The most experienced on the grid.
Yeah, he is indeed the most experienced. And the bomb is using overtakers. He's gonna launch it, baby. Doesn't quite.
Yeah. Frome just picked up a penalty, so I think Jamie's confirmed P3 at this rate.
Stunning from Jamie, to be honest. A very assured drive in a Red Bull, job done from him. And Little Boxing as well win this season. They're back in Monza in Italy after those so many near misses for Little, but tonight looks to be his night.
Yeah, that was Giroud just went off. Yeah, it is definitely his night. As he starts the final lap, what does it feel like starting the final lap knowing that you're pretty much going to win the championship?
Yeah, I think it's a great feeling. It's better than sex, in my opinion. So, he's going to be enjoying the night, enjoying the celebration. So, yeah, it's a great feeling, as I say. Hopefully, my exaggeration there highlights that.
That's just a bit an exaggeration.
I think the deserving victor. Shame that Abby wasn't here, because I think Abby would have been in that mix with that top 3 group. It would have been really exciting if Abby was here, but unfortunately, he isn't. And that's what League Racing's all about. It's about being here and doing the job on the day. And I think the Blocks withstood the pressure, the defensive masterclass from Joel, and a deserving winner, Leon.
Yeah, he is a very deserving winner. Not had the most wins in the championship, but you don't have to win the championship as long as you're consistent, always up there, and he has been. And he's going to win it in the finale.
Yeah, so little box coming down into 130. Oh, Leon, you know, I think only a puncture could stop him, I'm afraid. Is that left rear? Oh, that's a left rear, Leon. It's a left. Oh, no, sorry. There's nothing going up just yet. So, yeah, Leon, take it away. Little box. What a man.
What a man indeed. Never won a championship. Has been hunting for one for multiple years. And he comes across the line, and he is your FP winner for season 22. Tom AJ comes in second and will be a deserved runner-up. Jamie will finish third, an excellent podium for the Welshman. And then I think Frome's just past Lordy Boy. They're going side by side. And Frome beats him on the line, I think, or maybe penalties. I don't know.
Exciting stuff. Searing gets fourth. Experience. That's what experience is all about. Picking up pieces. What a drive. My driver of the day. That lot. Here in F1. What a man.
My driver of the day has to go to Lickle.
I agree as well. So, yeah, but he wants to come home in 8th as best in T9. But look at this man, JP Greenwood, yet to score all season. He's going to come home in P10, Leon. What a drive from JP Greenwood. Up championship point. Well done to JP, finally in the points.
Yeah, on the final race of the season, he said he wanted it. He got his first and only point, which fair play to JP.
Yeah, stunning from JP there. I think another driver of the day as well. You know, there's so many drivers of the day. There are so many star performances out there. But yeah, congratulations to Lickle on claiming the FP crown. You know, considering a long streak of winners from F1, the likes of Ash, AMS, Jack Lacey, Lickle Box, all from F1 have taken the FP crown. And can anyone stop these F1 drivers?
Tom AJ was close, but not close enough. If you want to do the champagne segment.
Yeah, so here we are, the champion for season 22 is Lickle Box and the champagne. So Lickle Box takes the victory. What a win! What a win! What a man! What a season, Leon. You know, that's a great way to end.
Indeed, especially around one of the best tracks on the calendar and one of the best races of the season. Do you want to go for the grid, or do you want to invite everyone to the party?
You can go through the grid while I do the invites.
Alrighty, Lickle is your winner and your championship winner. No warnings, I do believe. I'll go and double check that now. He got he did get a warning, but no penalty. Super impressive from him. Takes the championship. Tom AJ second, run up in the championship. A very close second, a very close championship contender. Jamie in third, good putting for him. Aaron fourth, Frome fifth. The Bomb sixth, Lordy technically seventh. Freddie eighth, Ash Best ninth, and JP in 10th, his only point. Cliffy 11th, Drew 12th, Daniel 13th, Warren 14th. And your DNF, or non-finishers were, I believe, Julian and Manu, and a few other, Bugatti, Fraggle, and AMS.
Yes, yeah, and here we are with one of the many drivers of the day here in F1. Just a quick word, please, on Lickle Box win their title. What are your thoughts on Lickle being the F3 champion, please?
I'm delighted for him. I think he drove it extraordinarily well all season. I think Lickle had the maturity to win that championship, and he's done it again today and won the Sauber. So hats off to him. But well done to all three title contenders. But ultimately, you know, Lickle's deserved the PSGL title for quite some time, and you know, good on him.
Yeah. Well, go ahead, Leon.
Yeah, Lickle, I'll obviously start with you. You've been hunting for what is it? Just more than 2 years, maybe, I don't know. How does it feel after multiple seasons to eventually get your first championship?
A massive relief. I can't speak. Of course, I should have won one in season 18, but stuff happened then. But this season was a really tough season, and like so many obstacles threw at me. And I said at the start, I said it by Germany or Belgium, I think it was. I'm not going to give it up, although it looked like it was over. I said I weren't going to give it up, and prime example why I shouldn't give up.
Indeed. All I'm going to say for now is congratulations. Connor, you got anything to say?
Yeah, Nickel, it was a very difficult, first season, quite nervy. You had Tom behind, Joel ahead. The battle with Joel, it got very close, nearly damaged. How was it battling Joel, and how were your emotions? Nickel boxed on a year or two ago, in my opinion, would have just fucked it up. So, how do you reflect on that battle?
Yeah, I was really, really nervous at the time because I had Tom and Joel both literally OP on the straight, so I was literally just need to keep it cool and try to catch Joel out. And I saw Joel when I did get the move done, Joel got like a poor run out of the final chicane. I tried the same move the lap before, but when he got the poor run, I tucked him to the slipstream as much as I can, broke a little later, and just about kept it on track on around the outside to turn one.
And finally, Nicole, obviously, you defeated Tom and Abby. Do you have any words or comments about those two drivers?
Yeah, GG to both of them. Unfortunately, Abby couldn't race, but Tom kept me pushing all race. The last lap, I kept it in leaning on just to make sure, well through the corners, just to make sure I bring it home. But both of them worthy champions. They fought really hard, and hopefully next season, if I do decide to continue racing in FP or do a Nico Rosberg, I can challenge again.
Yeah, well, lovely words. Looking, obviously, we will need a commentary replacement for Leon and I, so we'll see what happens there. And Tom, obviously, it was a shame for you, I guess, but how do you respond to Lickle and just sum up your emotions at this time? Because obviously, it's quite upsetting.
No, I'm pretty good because that is the fastest I could possibly go, and it didn't win it for me. So and it's the fact that he stopped on the soft as well is just ridiculous. So yeah, there was no way for me to possibly beat him. He didn't have any penalties. I don't know why I'd have stopped go. I didn't get one during the race, so I wouldn't have won on that. I wouldn't have won on pace. So yeah, it's all for him really. There's nothing I can say apart from well done.
Thank you. Lovely sportsmanship there. Leon, anything for Tom?
No, I was trying to think of a question, but no, all I'm going to say is...
something Jamie then.
Alright, Jamie...
We'll come back to Tom a little at the end.
Yeah, if I think of anything. Jamie, a P3 for you. I don't know if it's your first podium, but how does it feel to be on the podium when you didn't really anticipate it, I expect?
Well, first off, this has been rather a lucky podium for me because I feel Cliffy deserved it more. He was quicker, and he was going to make it to the end, and then he got taken out, I believe. So yeah, this podium for me is a lucky one. But as for the race, yeah, it was pretty clean, pretty normal. Other than the first lap when me and Aaron had to come together, but I think that's just over and done with now. But yeah, I wouldn't carry this form over into F6.
Yeah. Lovely stuff, and Jamie. Yeah, well done, Jamie. And we'll move on quickly on to just the speed things about Aaron. Just quickly, how do you respond to that collision with Jamie? Was it?
I don't know. I've got to portion the blame to Jaruru as well as Jamie. I thought I had good pace today, as shown by my finishing position, and also that unfair 5-second stop-go penalty to serve. That and then people like JP and Hayde. Hey ho, it is what it is, and
yeah,
I'll rewatch my footage as Arsene Wenger says. I didn't see it.
Yeah, and quickly, but I'm totally on a man. He was right there in the mix. You got any explanations for his strategic race? What happened?
I told him, we're defending second in the constructors, and he's just got to fight as hard as he can to get away with as many points as he can, regardless of who he's battling. And I thought he did a exceptional job until his unfortunate collision with Cliffy, but hey ho, I'll beat him in the drivers, so happy with
Yeah, congratulations. And just to conclude back with you, Lickle, obviously you're still without a win in the F1 League, perhaps could you do it on Monday in Japan? Will this FP title win give you more confidence, and how will you celebrate the title win as well?
I don't know how I'll celebrate the title win, but the main thing was win this championship today. I'm not particularly bothered about F1. I've had a good ending to the season compared to my absolutely horrific start to the season. So as long as I get top 5 in F1, it's optimistic. But if I can get that, that's the main target I want.
Yeah. Well, I think that concludes my question. Leon, do you have any thoughts before I go say a few words?
No.
Okay, well, obviously it's been a long, grueling season, but obviously thanks to the league admins, AMS and New Year's Eve for, I think the car allocations do get a lot of stick, but tonight proved they were spot on, but obviously they did require Aaron and mine's approval, so that's why. So, well, yeah, it's been a great season. Congratulations to Lickle Blocks. PSGL goes from strength to strength as usual. A great FP season, and we'll be back stronger on F1 2019 with new commentators. So thanks everyone for watching, and thanks to Leon for having me, because it's been great fun, Leon.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure. If anyone else in the party wants to say anything to the stream now before it ends.
Yeah. Don't cry because it's over. Smile because it's happened.
A good thing to say, I would say. Anyone else, or will that be it?
Not a nice way to end, I think.
Yeah, a good way.
Yeah.
Is that Joel?
Yeah, it is. But,
A bit late.
Well, I've been here fucking ages.
Oh, Joel, man, no. I think we need to quickly ask Joel. Joel, go say something. Because it looks like you're out.
Right, first of all, yeah, congrats to Lego Blocks. It's genuinely one of the very few times I've been amazed by an overtake. I don't know what it looked like on stream, but to me, Jesus Christ, that was ridiculous.
I was scared. I was really scared. I had to get it done.
Like, you've done some shit moves in your time to me and to other people, but that was the move of a well-deserved champion, because that properly put me on my arse, and I was like, holy fuck. I don't know how you did it, and yeah, apologies as well, like to, Hay gave me wing damage when I came out of the pits. He just stopped on track and then pulled off into the gravel, so that explains why I was a bit, off the pace. And I gave it hard to Lickle, so I thought I had to give it as hard to Tom as I gave to Lickle, unless it'd be unfair. And Lickle made the move, and unfortunately Tom didn't get it done so quickly. So yeah, Lickle deserves it. Well done. Hopefully I'll be back for another season, and yeah, cheers boys for commentating, and cheers everyone else.
Yeah, I think our team's been hard done by Big C and the constructors with the allocations, just to add. I think they've been unfavourable towards us, but hey, it's...
Yeah, Aaron, we'll be conducting a very in-depth, discussion with Matt Romano and a few others, so we'll see.
At this Harlan.
So, yeah, Leon, let's just get it ended. And Aaron, what were you going to say?
Don't cry because it's over. Smile because it's happened.
Get it over with.
Well, that's it. That's it for 2019.